Lights, camera, action, I'm splashing. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss still, wheel and dip, limousine ride, jet flying, settling up, and I'm having a hard time holding these Detroit Lions down. Woo!
Pussy. You're probably wondering why I'm upside down right now. That's because Detroit put Green Bay on their fucking head in Lambeau. Hey, Amon-Ra, thanks for the help. This podcast is brought to you by and powered by the Space Station. So I don't got to tell you who's behind the camera, because you know it's the best. What up, though, everybody? It's Mr. Lights, Camera, Action. I'm Splashing, the host of UpnSmoke the podcast. There's a lot to talk about today. I'm going to do my best to try to cram everything in as short amount of time as possible. So I'm going to do my best there. Let's get into this Week 9 recap, where it was all about A-Rod and the Jets. Bang, bang, bang. A-Rod, you get it. Guess what? Devontae Adams got his too. First touchdown with the Jets. But it was all about Wilson in the catch. Bang, bang, bang. Wilson. Listen, that kid only needed one-handed appearance for that catch, that touchdown grab there. You know, it looked like me back in my playing days, if I do say so myself. It's one of those things, if you know, you know. Jets take down Texans 21-13. Houston, we might have a problem. Burrow and the Bengals put the pause on my Raiders. Joe Burrow throws for 5 touchdowns. Mike Gesicki catches 2 of those. I get it. It's no secret. The Raiders, yeah, we need a quarterback. That's not it, though. Okay? You need a fucking clean house. That's first and foremost. Let's keep Max Crosby. We're in rebuild mode. Fuck. We've been in rebuild mode. Listen, I'm going to be a skeleton before we ever smell success. We just fired Luke Getsy, our OC. That piece of work couldn't even draw a play from dirt if he could. All right. Let's just say I hope he's not the only one that's shown the door in that organization. Detroit headed to Lambeau. Like I said in the intro, we put Green Bay on their fucking head. All right. In a game that the same old Lions would have lost, we show up and show out on the road in any weather. Sonic and Knuckles sliced through that defense of Green Bay's in a rainy Green Bay. I want to speak on something. Kirby Joseph, stand up wherever you're at, brother. You and your other goon, Brian Branch. You two together, one of the most underrated safety duos in the league, all right? I'm just going to say that. Keep doing what you're doing. Brian Branch, you're like a 2.0 honey badger. Kirby Joseph, you keep coming with that black Air Force One energy. I want to speak on that ejection, that hit there. You know that was bullshit. All right. But you know what? Coming from the league, you're trying to bear down on us. I expect nothing different. We're just going to keep biting kneecaps every week, keep steamrolling our opponents. So I expect nothing less there. And I want to speak on something else before I get off this subject. I don't know. I seen something in the beginning of the week, somebody by the name of, I don't know, Xavier McKinney. Yeah, you, Xavier. I heard you were talking about all Detroit's pride themselves on as embarrassing people. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop right there, bruz. All right, let's pull up your rap sheet. Where did you go to college at? That's what I thought. You went to one of the most prestigious schools in the fucking USA, Alabama, where they produce nothing but fucking 5 to 10 star athletes. And you were a part of that. You were a part of that scheme, steamrolling teams week after week, embarrassing people, had them Confederate flag flying motherfuckers screaming, "Roll Tide." I don't want to hear it. All right. You had a good rookie season there. You ain't done dick since you've been in the league with a couple teams that you've been on. Now, I'll give you credit. I like you, Xavier. Stay in your lane. A Buffalo 61-yard field goal is what propelled the Bills over the Dolphins. And maybe having Josh Allen on their side. 230 yards and 3 touchdowns. Buffalo 30, Fins 27. Baltimore flies high at home over Denver. Lamar Jackson produced a perfect passer rating. King Henry over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. You know, what's that saying? April showers bring Mayflower. Nah, we're not going to do that one here. We're going to say November showers bring Zay Flowers. And that's it, Zay Flowers. You had 5 catches, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns on the day. Ravens trio 8 all day. Told you, if these guys stay healthy, watch that playoff push. And they just got Tre'Davious White via trade. White, he was a good corner for a slew of years there in Buffalo. Lockdown corner, came out of LSU. So I like what they got there. Great addition to that defense. Chargers make the trip from the West Coast all the way to the dog pound. Herbert throws 2 touchdowns. J.K. Dobbins with 2 on the ground. With less than 2 games, Jameis, you're back on Jameis bullshit again. 3 picks, nothing new. Chargers beat the Cleveland Clowns 27-10. Bryce Young back under center for Carolina. Leads a comeback winning drive. Chuba Hubbard, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Derek Carr, I don't think he had enough petrol in that tank, Carr. I want to tell you something. I don't know if you know this by now. You know, you're the first quarterback in NFL history to lose to all 32 teams in the league. Fuck. Washington off to their best start since 96. Can you tell me the quarterback under center at 96? Go ahead. I'll tell you. Gus Frerotte. Jaden Daniels and the Commanders, 27-22 win over the G-Men. I also want to give another important fact. The Commanders have turned the ball over just 3 times this year, and they're the fewest turnovers in the first 9 games since 1933, when turnovers were first tracked. Dallas, I don't even know where to begin with you motherfuckers. All right, I sat here last week, stared right into the camera lens before you and guaranteed you guys a win. And what do? You fucking embarrass me and lay an egg. No. You'd embarrass me. What you see with me is what you get. But you, Dak Prescott, I heard you utter the words, oh, we suck. Nah, you suck. All right, and shame on your posse for not telling you the same. You know, fucking Jerry, you're a piece of work. All right, what's your excuse now? Micah Parsons, you know, I actually like you, all right? I like your game and I like your podcast. But if you don't know what to talk about in your next segment, you can always bring up Jerry Jones' health. With the way you guys are playing, this guy will be in a nursing home in no time. Somebody check on Jerry's heart rate. Not much to see in this Pats and Titans game. Tennessee, you did just enough to get the win here. Nick Folk, 25-yard field goal in overtime for the go-ahead win at home. Titans 20-17. It was all Arizona's rushing attack. That's it. The birds soar over the Bears. 3 of Arizona's running backs each had over 40 yards apiece. James Conner with the lone back over 100 yards on the ground. Cards beat the Bears 29-9. Another week, another Saquon show in Philly. And this was no different here. 160 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. Well, maybe it was a little different. Anybody see that sweet-ass run where he did that spinning fucking backwards hurdle where he hurdled the guy backwards? That was some shit I ain't never seen on a gridiron before. But you know what? It doesn't surprise me with Saquon. I always said, since he's been in the league, drafted in the league, top 5 back in the league. We just never seen it. Well, we did, but it just never seen it all the way through. Because he was sitting there rotting like a fucking apple in New York. Geno Smith in Seattle took the Rams to OT. Not good enough. Fucking Geno. You know his MO. What is it? 350 yards? 2-3 touchdowns and a slew of picks? No different here. Fucking Geno. Jesus Christ. I just like saying Geno. That's funny. But to your defense, Geno, your offensive line sucks. So I can spare you there. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 180 yards and 2 touchdowns. Is that your breakout game? I think so. Rams another week, another headbutt. Sam Darnold and the Vikings bounce back against the Colts. Darnold, you throw 3 touchdowns. Hallelujah. Justin Jefferson, 7 catches, $140. But that's not the highlight here. Anybody catch Justin Jefferson's jewelry? Fuck, man, who's your jeweler? Who did the chain? Eliante? Johnny Dang on the grill? Vikings in a chill, 21-13. Well, the rich get richer in KC. That's it. The Chiefs' new weapon, DeAndre Hopkins, wasted no time. It took less than 2 weeks. He's got 2 touchdowns. Kelsey had over 100 yards. Bake Show in the Bucs fought hard all game as Baker took the Bucs to overtime there. Lost the coin toss. Pat Mahomes gets ball first. You know what comes next. A Kareem Hunt go-ahead touchdown. Chiefs pocket their hush money, and the rest is history. And it ain't no mystery. Well, maybe so it is a mystery, because you got me wondering, are you going undefeated? And you ain't, because there are games this year that you should have lost. Somebody will beat you, motherfuckers. Let's get up into these Up and Smoke players of the week, man. I got a couple of them this week, not too much. But I wanted to highlight something. This is the second straight week. My hometown Lions, Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson, get an Up and Smoke player of the week, man. Listen, in a game like Green Bay, on the road, everybody's down and outing us. Oh, we can't play on the road. Oh, we can't play outside a dome. You're only saying that because of the success we're having. Listen, we can play anywhere in any given weather. All right? And we show it here. Ben Johnson, you drew a phenomenal fucking game on offense the whole game. Your play calling on offense, unbelievable. Kept everybody in the game. We're throwing in the rain. Sonic and Knuckles smashing and dashing through there. You know what? I just like what we got going on. Let's keep the momentum. We get J-Mo back this week. That's a plus. And we also get a new guy in our locker room, a new pass rusher, Zadarius Smith. He was acquired via trade. We got him out of Cleveland. Off the top of my head, I think we gave up a 7th round pick and something and ended up getting Zadarius Smith. Anyway, all I know is it was a complete fucking highway robbery. We fleeced them. I like Zadarius Smith, high motor, high energy player, somebody that's going to fit in for the absence of Hutchinson. My second Up and Smoke player of the week, Saquon Barkley. He's had 100 yards in every game this year but 3. And that backwards hurdle, unfucking real. So I think he deserves a little Up and Smoke recognition there. And my last Up and Smoke player for this week, DeAndre Hopkins. 8 catches, 86 yards, and 2 touchdowns there in Kansas City in just his second game with the Chiefs. It's only 2 weeks, but it feels like him and Pat Mahomes have been playing forever. And just with DeAndre Hopkins, he's somebody I've actually always liked in the league. Since he's been in the league, he's had piss-ass quarterbacks up until he's had Deshaun Watson, where he got a few good years out of Watson before he fucking got hurt and started fucking all his masseuses, and the rest is history. Went to a couple teams, bounced back and forth, still always kept his head down, tried to work hard. Now he's getting rewarded with playing with Pat Mahomes. Get into a fantasy players, my Up and Smoke fantasy players for the week. In an interesting week, I only have one. And that player, one of my favorite players and receivers in this year's draft, Rome Odunze. Odunze had 5 catches for over 100 yards last week. Listen, Rome wasn't built in one day. His target share has gone up the last couple weeks. Caleb Williams, has given Rome every opportunity to make plays. And we're going to see it here every week. Big body receiver can go up and get it. Polished route runner. For my week 9 betting, I went 10 out of 15. I tell you, with this shit, I'm pretty good, if I do say so myself. Now our week 10 slate of games. We got a Thursday game, and this is going to be a barn burner, I'll tell you that. We got the Bengals at the Ravens, okay? The last time that this game was played with these two teams, the Ravens actually won by 3 in overtime. Both quarterbacks showed up and showed out. I expect nothing different here. I like Lamar Jackson and the Ravens to get the win, but I like Bengals to cover the spread. On Sunday, you better wake up early, make them parlays bright and early, because we're playing overseas again in that Spain-Europe bull jive, 9:30 slate, where we got the Giants at the Panthers. This game, I'm going to take the Giants here. Something to watch out for in this game is Brian Burns. He's playing his old team, Carolina, who's now on the Giants. That should be interesting. We got the Broncos at Chiefs now. This is 1 o'clock slated games. I'm going to take the Chiefs here at home. There's nothing much to be said. The rich get richer. They're going to keep using all their weapons. I'll tell you one thing I do like, though, about KC now. I get to see a lot less of Taylor Swift now, which that's a fucking A+. Steelers at Washington. Steelers, they just got a couple good players here. They got Mike Williams via trade from New York Jets. They also got Preston Smith, another pass rusher there. I think he came out of maybe it was Green Bay, I believe. But he also played for Washington too. Jaden Daniels, you're going to be under a lot of pressure, bruz. You got a lot of pressure now bearing down on you. TJ Watt, complete stud. I like Steelers on the road. We got Minnesota on the road against Jacksonville Jaguars and Jacksonville Jesus. You ain't done shit all year. I'm taking Minnesota on the road and Sam Darnold. Justin Jefferson, he'll get a gritty in the end zone. Falcons at the Saints. Saints, you might as well get that brown paper bag, you dig, and cut out 2 motherfucking eye holes and put the bag over your head and put the aints all over it, because that's just what you are, like back in the day. You ain't shit, all right? I'm taking Falcons on the road. Kirk O'Chains will throw for a bunch. 49ers at the Bucks. 49er fans, I'm going to give you a little tidbit. CMC is going to make his return this week. You're facing Bake Show and the Bucks. Buccaneers are at home. You've seen what the Bucks did to KC last week. It took overtime for Pat Mahomes to drop the mallet. Baker's going to be in this game, but I just feel like San Francisco's got just enough to overtake them on the road. We got the Bills at Colts. Anthony, are you rested up now? You're well rested? Or are you still tired? Because you're back under center now. What are you going to do? I'm taking the Bills on the road. We got the Patriots at the Bears. This should be interesting. All right. 2 rookie quarterbacks from this rookie class. First round pick for their respectable teams. Drake May on the Patriots. Caleb Williams on the Bears. Bears have had their heart ripped out of them the last couple weeks with that bonehead-ass Tyreek Stevenson play. We're on that Hail Mary. And they just recently lost to Kyler Murray. I'm going to take the Bears in a bounce back here. But I also want to say something. You, DJ Moore, what the fuck is going on there in Chicago? I just seen you in the middle of the play walk off the field and then give your quarterback the cold shoulder. Listen, bros, if you ain't want to play there, you should have just said. We got the Titans at the Chargers. Listen, with Harbaugh and that roster of the guys that he's got, they keep getting wins. I expect nothing different here, man. Tennessee, you guys are whiskey, all right, because you've been playing like you're drunk. Eagles at Cowboys. Cowboys, now, this is odd. No Dak Prescott now. What, you can't stay under the fucking heat? You got to get out of the kitchen? Now you got Cooper Rush under center, and I'm looking for the Eagles to rush that motherfucker all night. I got the Eagles on the road. We got the Jets at the Cardinals. Cardinals at home. Jets are steamrolling right now. They're going to start getting steam. I'm taking the Jets there on the road. A-Rod, I know you got a fresh batch of ayahuasca. We got our 8:20 game, and it's prime time. My hometown Lions on the road against the Houston Texans. Texans are wearing them all red jerseys and them red helmets, man. Them fuckers are sweet. But it ain't going to be enough because we're going to fucking defeat you anyway. I'm taking the Lions there on the road. We're a better team. We're going to show you every week why we're a better team. And we got Mr. Jared Goff eating nothing but a show off. And I'm taking him over any quarterback in the league right now, period. And I also want to give you a fact about Jared Goff. You know, in the last 5 games, this motherfucker's only got 25 incompleted passes. Are you kidding me? Monday, we got the Dolphins at Rams. Rams won their last 3. Dolphins lost their last 3. I'm going to take the Dolphins here in an upset. Tua is back now. I think it's going to be his 3rd game back. Guess who else is on the field now? Odell Beckham. Yay, yay. Well, as I put the blunt out, I think that's all the smoke for today. Listen, man, I say this shit every week. This is brick by brick, and it's no different. And we're going to keep being consistent. What we do here, we're going to keep striving for the best. And I got nothing but the best to back me up. And I appreciate my team. I appreciate everybody's time. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. In just a world filled with negativity, I really appreciate everybody's time. You know what that is, and you know what this is. Up in smoke. Pussy. Have. Peace.